My dudes, get your lubes. Come check how good I look. Wait, what? What do you mean the sliders can't go this far? Hold on. Okay, how's this look? I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan of Dragon Age. And when I say that, I only mean Dragon Age Origins. As every game released after has been worse than the last, as if Bioware was trying to kill off the franchise. Bioware was a hit-making machine with legendary titles such as Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, and of course Mass Effect. This all changed when EA took over in 2007, dipped its dirty fingers in it, took a whiff and said, we gotta mess this shit up. Dragon Age Origins is a cult classic. It still holds up to this day. It was a D&D inspired turn-based combat RPG, sweating masculinity profusely from its pores. The lore is awesome, and the characters are not only diverse, but well written. Morrigan and Alistair are still what I consider to be two of my favorite characters in gaming. Morrigan being a fan favorite, Bioware found a way to shoehorn her in each following game title, but they can't stand that she's attractive, so she just gets worse and worse. Don't believe me? Check it out. Here's Origins. Looking pretty good, dude. This is Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, we're reaching that swipe left territory. But here we are in 2024, and these activists voted to build a wall to keep the sexy skins out. I'm so sick of this shit. A bunch of madmen. Unforgivable. I still remember when they tried to be sneaky and hide away the cheeky. So what's going on in Dragon Age in 2024? Well, the franchise has been turned into what I can only explain as a virtue-signaling Fortnite-inspired action RPG. And even though this is a single-player game, the UI looks like the UI of a WoW raid. Quick flex, some people called me a non-gamer on my last video. Here's my robe from Classic WoW. Never wrestle a man with the Gressel. Only the Sweat Lords will get this one, dudes. It also has some of the worst characters I've ever seen. Except for this character, Balara, but I've got a whole Asian thing going on, so it could just be me. Don't judge me, bro. In an attempt to simultaneously max their diversity sliders and desexualize everything, they ended up making a rip-off Captain Planet. I do want to say that I think it's cool that they tried to add an Indian character in the game, as it's pretty rare in gaming in general. But they always go too far with this shit. Nobody on the whole team had the balls to tell the writer that her outfit looks like crap and her hat is lame. Not to mention she's missing a foot!
It's a lot to take in.
I'm sure it is with the voice like that. If you guys haven't noticed already, adding characters with disabilities is the latest craze right now. It's no longer good enough to be a minority. They gotta chop your damn limbs off or put you in a wheelchair in order to hit all those metrics. Nothing is safe from these people, not even your feet. But hey, maybe I'm wrong, and it's just some coincidence that these characters end up like this. Well, let's do a quick deep dive. Here is Lusanes de la Muerte, written by Mary Kirby. I happen to be half Mexican, so let's see how I'm being represented, guys. Mary's probably a nice person. Sometimes brews coffee from the tears of fans. Okay, not a good start. I wrote him specifically to be a bisexual disaster of a human. You're welcome. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mary. Keep my people out your damn mouth! I just don't like you. Also, I'm sorry to hear you got laid off last year. How about this wildebeest looking disaster here? Written by some dude named Trick Weeks. I wonder why he thought this was a good idea. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at this. Maybe the voice actor's hot.
And I got to play a non-binary character, which...
It is what it is, guys. Or is it? There might be something going on here. Even the female player character is voiced by Erika Ishii, the activist who is trying to single-handedly destroy Ghosts of Yote. In an attempt to make the most diverse team as possible, they went ahead and only hired the same people. A bunch of gender benders with the genders. The Bioware you and I grew up with and love is gone now. What, you don't believe me? I got receipts, my dudes. Here are the credits for Mass Effect 1, which came out in 2007. All the names that are crossed out in red, they're gone, and most of them left before Mass Effect 3. Why does this one have a green square? Well, that's because it's this dude. Now, I might be beating a dead horse here, but probably the most controversial thing regarding the game right now is that they added top surgery scars to the character creator.
It's beautiful to see the inclusion in the game and to see yourself represented.
Look, if you play video games or watch movies just to see yourself represented, you're either a narcissist or missing the point of entertainment entirely. It's escapism. It's just so obviously virtue signaling. It's beyond cringe. Are you really telling me in a world where transformation magic, possession, and body swapping, the only way to represent trans people is with a slider? Get out of our games! Look, I have no issue whatsoever for games being made for these people, but that's not what they want. Even if they did, it would just be another flop like Acolyte and Concord. This is why they have no choice but to latch on to existing franchises and suck the life out of it while using bully tactics to get the changes they want, all in the name of representation and diversity, ultimately pushing out the fans that were there from the beginning. Look, they've made it loud and clear that the franchise is not for me anymore, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I always do. Not buy crap I don't need. Peace. もうダメか。帰ろう。
ごめんね、V。あなたといて楽しかったわ。けど未来は変わっていくの。あなたも新しい道進んでね。さようなら。